Alright guys, Lewis Daydream Customs, welcome back with another ride we're doing. This one we're doing a disc brake conversion on a 63 Ford 260 fairlane 500 wagon. We're doing front disc brakes and we're putting an e-stop on it. So I don't have the e-stop actually out here right now, but we're gonna end up putting the e-stop up in here and hooking it up to the original brake equipment. I gotta pull all the back apart and fix the brake lines. They're not hooked up back there just yet. So pulling off the wheels this morning, getting started with that, and yeah, I'll show you as we go along, just a little steps. He's got new tires, wheels, I think, on this thing. Yeah, so bring you along again on this one. Again, disc brake front conversion, rear end fixing up with an e-stop brake, and maybe more if we run into anything. But that's it for now. We're gonna jump in it, start pulling it apart, and show you little bits. Be a quick one, I guess. All right, got all the wheels off. About to start taking these front drums all apart, clean up all the spindle and everything. Clean up probably the chassis a bit, just clean everything all up a little bit more, and then we'll get assembling on that disc brake as soon as we get all this blown apart and cleaned up. So yep, start taking apart this shit. All right, and there you go with 3/8 and 9/16. We got the and a crescent wrench. We got the drum off. We got all 4 bolt or nuts loose on the back. Got them all off. Took the brake line loose, as you see, it's dripping. And I just gotta pull this guy off of here. This bottom one's a little longer, I gotta remember that. And the brake line, pull it out. See, that one's just a little longer. There we go. And whole assembly's off. Simple, easy. We'll throw the nuts back on the back here, so don't lose them. Keep them with this little kit assembly or something. Usually just throw them in the scrap, but you know, maybe put it back up on marketplace or something for sale. Somebody may need them. All right, yeah. There we go. All the nuts saved. Cylinder saved, everything saved there. There we go, all off. Now we'll just clean all this up, give it a little touch up paint, and we'll start reassembling everything. I'm probably gonna end up running to get some paint for the what you call it, for the rotors, because yeah, I think this will rust, these will rust, this will rust. So I'm gonna go and get some paint, I think, so I can paint these just black probably. We'll paint all this black and then we'll get it on there. But like I said, I'm gonna get all the other side apart, get them all cleaned up, and then I'll go grab this paint and to touch up here, touch up those, or to paint those. Yep, that's the next section. Alright guys, so took the back drum off, took all the back brakes apart so I can get working on the parking brake as well, since I'm doing that as well. So I wanted to get in here, get it all thrown apart, but the cylinders were like almost frozen up. They were moving, but they weren't coming out. See, as they're coming out, see, they're coming out now quite a bit. They're coming out quite a bit now, but they were like stuck in here. They weren't coming out. You see, I didn't clean this part yet, but you see all that rust that was in there, all that rust. So I blew them apart, and I just took 1000 grit sandpaper, and I just polished inside of the cylinder, cleaned all the internal pieces off, like the little sleeves, or these little cylinders here. These are the little brake cylinders. I cleaned them all off, and I greased them, as well as everything inside's all cleaned up. The little rubbers are greased and put back in nice with the with the spring inside there. So now they're actually moving. So yeah, now they're actually moving now. You can see they come out a little bit more now. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys I had to take those apart and clean them. I didn't want to have to buy new ones. These are really hard to find nowadays for certain cars. So if you could just take them apart and clean them up as best as possible and get them working again. Grease really helps keep these things from getting rusty again, and keeps these cylinders in here moving. So yeah, got those all cleaned up, as well as the little push bars. They were all rusted out bad, so clean them all up. Now I can get everything back assembled, get the parking brake on there and get everything adjusted. These brakes were way too tight, like you could barely move them. You could barely get that drum off there. It was real tight. So it does have some drag, but you don't want enough drag to where you can't get your drum on and off, because then it sits for a few weeks, few months, whatever. It has the possibilities of starting to rust inside the drum to the brake, and you don't want that. So you want it to be tight, but you don't want it to be to where there's pressure on them at all times. So I'll get it back together, and we'll get it to where there's some drag, but not to where it's, you know, stopping the brake when, you know, when you're just barely turning it and there's no pressure on the brakes. But yeah, we're just gonna get those back together here soon. I just wanted to show you guys again all that thrown apart, and we'll be putting it back together. So yeah, get the other side done here too. This the passenger side. Hopefully the driver's side isn't as bad, but we'll get there. So making progress. Like I said, I'm gonna take a break in a minute and go get the spray paint so I can spray paint the front. And then, like I said, I just want to get all this back apart too, so I can paint it and clean it and paint up everything else that needs to be painted at the same time. So that's what we're doing right now. Yep. And yeah, moving on. All right, so I got the driver's side apart, and I just thought I'd show you real quick. This is why I check stuff. Wasn't going to check this one because it looked new from the outside, as you can tell. Looks pretty new, but open it up and that's what you get inside. Caca, a lot of rust, and yeah, so we're gonna clean that all out. We'll take the 1000 grit. Yeah, it's thick in there, nice thick. So it's like that on both sides. Well, this side's actually a little bit crustier. So we're gonna take it out, clean it up with 1000 grit, and then get it all back together. This side wasn't assembled correctly anyways, so it looks like those were definitely new, but they're just probably cheap ones. But this spring wasn't on correctly. As you can tell, they had this part that's supposed to go on the brake over here on the leverage part, and this part's supposed to be the one that's on the leverage arm, and instead they had it like that. So we gotta flip back around and put it like that the correct way. Yeah, so we'll fix that up. I'll clean all these off again and put everything back together. Yeah, you can see where there was something dripping rust in there before. Yeah, get them cleaned up, get it back together. Yeah, we're gonna have to check these fucking brake lines. Well, we'll check that more once we break the front master off, and once we see the brake front master, and we'll see the lines, what they look like going through. I don't feel like breaking all these loose right now, but I know I have to replace one this side. He said it was smashed somewhere. I don't really see it smashed anywhere. It looks perfectly fine actually, but I don't know. Oh no, maybe right there. Maybe right there is just a little kinked and bent weird. But we'll fix that up. And yeah, those are cylinders. I'm just happy I checked them. Alright guys, getting started back on the Falcon today. Or what is this thing? Fairlane. Getting started back on the 500 Fairlane today. I stopped on Friday. I got everything all cleaned and painted. Nice. So at least it looks nice and clean and new again. Somewhat. And I got the other side done as well. But I stopped because I went to go put everything together, and I thought these were going to be like galvanized or something, but they weren't. They were just plain steel, so I had to paint them. I painted the disc, all the metal in here. Everything's all painted in there. as well as the ends are painted so they don't rust. Just the disc will be showing metal, and painted it with some engine enamel, so should be able to handle the heat and stay good for pressure washing and washing and stuff with the dust. But yeah, both sides cleaned up. Gonna get started on throwing this together. So yeah, about to start packing the grease, and I showed you everything in my last video about how to pack the grease and stuff, so I believe I did. So I'm not gonna show any of that on this one. I'm just gonna, you know, show you guys the kit. This is the kit. Comes with the bearings, the seals, the bolts, comes with everything, I guess. I don't know what kit this is. Yeah, it doesn't say. So yeah, Ford Fairlane disc brake kit for Ford Fairlane. It's a 63. Yeah, so start it all over again. 63 Ford Fairlane disc brake conversion. Like I said, I got the brakes on Friday. I got the back brakes all back assembled. I took them all apart, cleaned them up. I had the cylinders were leaking, so I cleaned them all, put them all back together. We'll see when we get them all back together, or when everything's back together and we're pumping brakes. We'll see if they're leaking anymore. And so yeah, I got those all back together with the e-brake cable. So now I got the e-brakes cables all hooked up. Now I just gotta cut the bracket that I made. I got it already all made on the computer and everything, but it's just gonna be cut and then bent for, I just gotta bend the flange for right here, and this is where it'll go. It's gonna go like a little bit of an angle, but it has like a flange over here so that I could so it puts the bolt right there, and then the cable will come over, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see it once it's all together and on there. But yep, that's what they're doing today. Oh man. Alrighty, yep, getting started. And then I'm also waiting for like a 90s, I think, Toyota Corolla to come in. He wants some front struts put on, and I guess he has Dayton's on it. We'll see what it kind of looks like when it comes in, but I'm gonna jump on throwing this together right now. Should be able to have it all assembled real quick. I'll show you guys in a minute when I have it all done. Alright, just got the caliper bracket on there. So it has these three little spacers that go between the spindle and the caliper bracket. Torque these down to 33 pounds each, or yeah, 33 pounds torque down. And yeah, did both sides already. It's kind of weird that they're in the front of the spindle. This is the front of the car, so it's kind of weird. Hopefully stops all right and good. I mean, it's a Ford, so always do weird stuff on Fords. But yeah, the last one, the Bel Air, it was in the back, and I like that. I like that style more. I'd rather have it back here. I think there would have been room for it, but I mean, we'll see. This is the way the kit says to put it together. Got a lot of traffic today, but yeah. All right, keep going. Oh yeah, got one of the bearings, well, got all the bearings greased already, but got these ones in with the caps on there, or the grease bearing, whatever you call this, dust caps. So yep, throw those on, and then like I said, I got the front one greased already, and then we'll assemble it all, and yeah, put it together. Be back when I get the calipers on. All right, got the rotors on there, torque down, pins in, put the cap on now. Done. All right, there's the calipers mounted, 2 bolts, 30 pounds of torque for a single piston Ford, I believe this is. So yeah, got that all together. Now it's time to just throw the brake lines together on there. Luckily it comes with a few things. I think it comes with some washers in here, I think, as well as some washers on the oh, and a bolt on the caliper. So we'll see what works best and go from there. As well as this kit comes with the clips, at least. The other kit did not come with the clips. Oh, there it is. All right, so we got washers there, and a nut and a bolt, I mean, and then let's see what the kit comes with. So the kit comes with those gold ones. Let's see any difference. And the washers are a little thinner than those, so I think we're gonna try the thick washers with the gold, and or we might even just try the silver, because the silver is what these are. It actually looks a lot better. So I think we might just do those and keep these for another time. Yeah, whatever one it is. Yeah, those two. And the thinner ones. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I think we'll use the thicker ones, and because yeah, I gotta torque them down pretty good, Luigi, on these ones for them to not leak. All right, let's go. All right, got the disc on there, the caliper on there, the brake line is all on there, clipped in. I don't know if I like those clips, but they're on there. And yeah, hose is all on, tightened up. 25 pounds of foot-pounds of torque on the banjo bolt. Hopefully it crushed real good, seems to be. So time to lower it down and start installing the master. So I don't know if this one, these any brake lines ran off of it. Hopefully it's a dual brake lines up at the master right now. If not, we'll have to, yeah, let's see. If not, I don't know if this is a dual one or not. Yeah, it is. It's a dual one. And that red tarp sucks for videoing. But yeah, so it's a dual one. I haven't checked up on top. It's like a plastic chrome or something. Doesn't feel metalish. It feels plasticish. Yeah, I don't know what that is. But so I haven't checked yet. We'll have to see if it's a dual line coming off the master that's there. If not, we'll have to do brake lines probably. I didn't think about that. Well, we'll figure it out right now. Keep losing the camera, keep setting it down. My little stand on it broke, so sucks. All right, so it's a single port master right now, but it has the little 3-way or 4-way is right there. So what we're gonna do is we'll leave this one as the front brake one, and we'll hook it into the front brake. Hopefully it's the same size. It's a flex line, I kind of like that. And then we'll cap off the rear on that 4-way right there. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4-way. We'll cap off. We'll get a plug, and we'll cap off the rear on the 4-way, and then we'll bring that line. We'll get an adapter. We'll hook it into that rear brake line down there, and bring an adapter up to the master. So then we'll have back, and then the front will be, you know, right here up front. Make it easy on myself. I don't really want to run all these brake lines if I don't have to. So he didn't say anything about replacing brake lines. He said it's one in the back that he thinks is crushed. So that's what we'll do. But yeah, it's a nice little flex line. Maybe we might be able to do a flex line off of off the rear brake line as well. Just I'll see about it. If not, we'll hard line it from there up to there, and we'll hard line this one in too if it's a different size up on top of the cylinder. Ooh, I just realized this is the brake switch. So I might have to, oh man, I might have to hook this into the brake line somewhere. Maybe we can put this down there as our plug. Put the brake switch down there as our plug on the front brake one. And then so then the wires can go right into it, and it's not up here and all this. So that's what we'll probably do. We'll probably put one of these brake switches down on that port as a plug. It should seal it perfectly fine. And then we'll run our wires to it. And then our rear one will come up and hook in. That's what we do. Got a plan. And as well, Toyota just got dropped off, so we're gonna be putting some coilovers on the rear of that, drop it down a little bit more. Cool little 90s Toyota Corolla or Camry or something. I don't know. I just do the work. All right, I'm gonna, I guess I'm gonna jump on disassembling this before I get onto that Toyota. So I think I can knock this out real quick and get them bled and call it done. But at the same time, I'm gonna have to go get that plug and that adapter. So maybe I might just wait, because yeah, maybe I'll just jump on the Camry for right now, or whatever this thing is, this Toyota. We'll see. I'll let you guys know back in a bit. Either we're gonna pull that apart and put the master on it, the dual master, or we're gonna stop on this until I can go get the parts, and then work on that Camry or Toyota. Whatever it is, I don't know. Toyota V6. Let's check it out. Toyota V6 with some D's on it, 14s. And yeah, Camry. D's with a little ring on it. Nice. He doesn't want it stanced or anything. I was asking him if he wants it stanced in the back, but he didn't really care to. He said just make it straight, so that's what we're doing. All right, yeah, let's just take a break on the Falcon for a minute. Write down my time. I started at 8:40. It's about 10 o'clock, so yeah. All right guys, so on this little Toyota Camry right now, doing some spin, or what do you call it, strut swaps. So it's got some Daytons on it, and taking the stock struts off, and we're putting some, I think they're Speed 2 struts. Let me pop that trunk real quick. And let's see what kind of struts they are. I don't know what they are. Ooh. Max speed or something. It's max speed coils. And I'm just re-drilling out the bottom strut piece. Well, not drilling it out, but grinding it out. So we're just grinding them out, the top ones a little bit to make them lower. Bottom one's fine, and then making them a little bit more adjustable. So I know once it's on there, it's gonna be a little bit lower, so it's gonna need a little more adjustment. And just got done with this one. Got to do this one. I had to run to Harbor Freight though and get another carbide bit. I had a cheaper one, and this is just like a cheaper it's not carbide, it's just a regular type, and it kind of dulled down real quick on that last one. So I got some better ones at Harbor Freight. See if they last, and we'll carve that down. So yeah, we'll get that done real quick, and then we'll get them back on there on this car and get it out of here. Alright guys, making some progress on this Toyota. Got the holes drilled out. So it's just to the down and a little walled out. Mosquitoes everywhere. So I got this side on already. It's about the height it needs to be. Stanced it already. Ends up like ½ inch to 1 inch away from the wheel. And he can do it from anything from there. Doing the other side, and then I'll put the sway bar on. Yeah, knocking it out real quick. Got like an hour before he gets here to go to get some stuff, and I'm hoping I can be done. I'll pull this one off and throw the other one on real quick. Knocking it out. Had to go get some more carbide bits from Harbor Freight. Man, they work pretty good. Harbor Freight. All right, guys, got it all together. Both sides. I just gotta put the wheels back on and tighten them up. Let's see what it looks like. I'll be right back. All right, back together, stanced. Yeah, it's a little lower, like 2 finger height now. I think it was like 3 or 4 earlier. Let's see what the other side looks like. Hopefully about the same. Yeah, about 2 finger height, maybe just a little bit higher, but then again, it looks like this fender might have been smashed already once, so could be that the fender's a little higher than that side. So the shocks are the same measurement. This side could be a little bit stiffer. Oh, it's stiff. It's stiff. All right, I'm gonna take it for a test drive. Like I said, he's gonna pick it up in about an hour, so, or he said he just wanted to stop and get something out of it, but it's gonna be done, so he can take it home. All right, guys, little Camry's about to go home. Real quick, little 4-hour job. Stands out the back. Pretty nice. Nice little height. Got 14s on it. I need some 13s, but yeah, pretty cool. It's going home. Alright guys, back on the car, working on the e-stop mount today. Well, past couple days I cut the piece and then I made it, so got it out here drying on paint. But there's the part. You can tell I had to add a bend to it today right here, just because the brake arm for the lever is a little bit higher up here, so I bent it to come up a little bit and then straighten this out. And then on this end, it's kind of just flapping out in the wind over here because, you know, the mount's way over here, and over here it kind of gets a little flimsy. So I added this little tab right here just to bracket it to the it's like, you know, part of the chassis, I guess. So yeah, I had a little 1/4 inch bolt right there, and just to help it, just in case it ever caught onto something down here while you're driving, it didn't rip this off or bend it down or anything, damage it. So just a little added safety with a little 1/4 inch tab on there. Yeah, we're about to throw it on there right now. Get over here away from the cars. But yeah, we'll throw it on there right now and start getting it together. But we'll be back once I get it on there. Alright, so I thought I'd show you the bracket on here. There it is on there, bolted up on the one side with a little tab over here on like the frame rail, I guess you would call it, but it's a unibody, so it's a unibody frame rail. But it's real solid, it's pretty thick, it's like 1/4 inch thick right there. So mounted it way more sturdier now. Before I could kind of put my weight on it and it would kind of bend. So now, as you can tell over here, I put the little bend in it up here to bring this up over that pipe kind of. And then the bracket that we're going to is right there, or the lever. And that should just help it a little bit more, get up there to it. And then it'll come over and into there. It's gonna have a little bit of a bend to it, but it'll pull it from there to there. So that's the whole key point. But yeah, that's it all bolted up. So I'll show you there bolted up, and then in a little bit I'll show you when we come back and have the e-brake actually in there. So I got these little round headed with the square, so they fit right in these little notches like so. Let's see, there we go. So they fit in there like that, so then I could slide if it needs to adjust, and just tighten it from the bottom. And I got some stainless steel ones so they don't rust and look ugly down there. So you're gonna throw those all on there right now. And yeah, then I just gotta put the wiring up, which I probably just go along this frame rail over and up along with the brake lines into the engine bay. And then he's gonna run it from there. He's an electrician or wiring guy for cars, and he kind of likes to do it his way. So I'm gonna let him wire it in, but I'll probably have to end up hooking it up just to some battery power for now. And yeah, just hook it up for some battery power for now, just to get it to come in and out before, while I'm adjusting it and everything, before I can send it off home. Obviously I gotta make sure it pulls the parking brake, and I need to check the back obviously and check if it's pulling them enough. So once I get it all mounted up, I'll hook it up to the power, just wire nut it in real quick for a minute and try it, test it. All right, be back. All right guys, so got the e-brake all mounted up there. Took me a day to get it all in there. Had to add a little bracket over here just to make it more sturdier. I was worried of something coming along, grabbing it and trying to rip it off. But yeah, I also had to angle it over here up a little bit just to get it to this lever. And then I had to modify the lever as well to bring it a little bit forward and give it a little better action there. And then as well as I made a little bolt thing in there. If I can see it. I don't know if you see that, but made a little bolt thing that goes in there. Not a bolt thing, but like a little, I don't know, what do you call it, but it's able to turn in there. It's able to turn, so works good. But yeah, I like it. Should work good. The guy itself, the owner, is going to wire it up, and then we'll test it and see if it works. But it should just need a little minor adjustments. Should work great. Oh, this guy's trying to give me some love today. Not a good guy. Too much. Alright, as well as we got the master all mounted up, got the brake lines all ran down in there, got the e-brake cables running up in here and just wired to the side so he can wire them in. But yeah, got the brake light sensors down in here where I told you I was going to mount it. I don't know if you can see it down in there. And yeah, as well as I did my little loops on the brake lines, kind of cool little loop there to bring them back down and around. But cool little master. It's real close on the hood though, so that's about it. But yeah, it goes around this little bar right here real good. He thought I was gonna have to cut this bar out, but I ended up just leaving it and going around it. Could have went down through here, but it was just too close to call or go forward. I didn't like that, so I like this little look. Looks cool, like a little steampunk type of look to it. But yeah, gonna start polishing this one up and get ready to send her home. You know me, I always polish them up before I send them home. I already did all the chrome. I don't know if you can tell, but chrome shining. Oh, aluminum's a lot more shinier. It was like black, so now it's looking real good. But yeah, polish her up, send her home. Oh, we gotta go take her for a test drive before we polish it up. So I don't know, maybe we'll do a little ride along test drive right now, but that's what we're gonna do right now, take her for a test drive. Dusty, but nice car. Squeakiness. Squeaking. Stops good. Alright. Well, we're gonna take her back and park her for the day. We should be going home tomorrow. Oh, I wonder where the sheriffs are going. Alright. This one's done. I was gonna do a little park and roll around. Go park at the church. Be back. She's done. Going home. All cleaned up. Brakes working. Alright, now we're a little test drive. She drives good. Stops good. No leaks. As far as I can see, let's make sure before I say no leaks. Climb up under here. See nothing dripping. I don't see nothing dripping. I think we're good. Just gotta check those crush washers because last time I had a big issue with those crush washers. So I checked them yesterday, but you know, every day's different. Yep. No leaks on the crush washers, so like I said, she's ready to go home. She'll be picked up tomorrow or sent home tomorrow, whatever it is, but she's a beauty. She may be for sale, so put it in the comments if you guys want it.